Hi folks, welcome to EDU 703, Educational Change and School Reform. Now, I always have thought that title in itself is quite a mouthful, but then if you really think about what that all means, there's so much going on in school change always, and there's always something changing that has to do with education. And I've heard that the pendulum goes back and forth sometimes, and indeed it does. But we're going to get ourselves involved in a project or multiple assignments that are going to give you a good view of what's going on in your school, and you're going to analyze some of the events or projects that are going on in your school. So, my name is Dr. Carol Marcotte. I'm full-time faculty at UNE and have been for quite a while. I've taught this course multiple times. I also teach EDU 791, which is an internship, and 703, and then I teach supervision evaluation. So I think there's a lot of you in this course that it's one of your first courses. Not quite sure, but as I look at the roster, I see a lot of names that I've had students in another class, because students try to register and get in my classes if they wish, of course. So I see 3 students on the roster that I've had before, but everyone else, the name is new to me. So welcome to this class, and again, if you're pretty new to the program, welcome to the program. I think you'll find this course a great one, and I have to tell you right up front, please, that I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you, and I want you to be successful. I understand that you're working, you have jobs, you have families, and all of that is something I'm very, very thoughtful about. So let's roll. The first thing that I'd like to talk about is Module 1. And there are 8 modules in this course because there are 8 weeks. In the first module, you have a discussion board. It's an introduction, and then there's a second part to that discussion board as well. First week, you're in whole group. And then eventually we're going to break into smaller groups. There are no projects per se the first week because it's a short week. You're probably familiar with the Wednesday to Friday first week, and then after that, it's Sunday rather, I'm sorry, and then Sunday to Sunday for the rest of the weeks. When I'm talking your discussion board this week, I'm hoping that you can get on, get your response up there, your initial response up there, and then you respond to 2 other people again, by Sunday. And after that, as we get through the weeks, your first response is always by Wednesday. That's what the rubric says, okay, and that's your initial response. So I just wanted to give you a real true color of what that meant, that discussion board piece. So as we continue, I do videos every week. I like to touch base with my students that way, and the evaluation support that students like it too, because I do like to make a connection with my students and build relationships with my students. So what else is going on in the course? Well, you have an annotated bibliography that you do. In the course, you're going to find ref works. And I actually used that the other day when I was writing up an article, and I needed to, write the reference, and I went into RefWorks and used it, and it's a really fine tool. So I think when you start working on the annotated bibliography, it'll come in handy. And the other thing it is, every discussion board, every initial response, you need to write it APA. So as you're writing a quote, let's say, Brown, 1996, you need to put that in the body of your initial response, because that's part of the grading system as well. So I think the tool will be helpful for you there. Speaking of discussion board, you have a rubric, and on all the assignments, you have a rubric. And I also think it's worth your while to look through the course. I believe it's on the first page there somewhere, that it's a rubric that Susan designed. She's an instructional designer whom I work with, grand person, and it tells you how your instructor can be providing you feedback or for your assignments, or using the rubric. Now, I will tell you, I use the rubric all the time. I make comments in every single criteria. So if you happen to get an assignment from me and you cannot find, after listening to the video, and you cannot find my comments, email me, because I'll double check and make sure they stayed in the system, let's say. What else are we doing? We're using CBAM, which is a curriculum-based model, and I'll just in a nutshell say that you're going to be using that to analyze something going on in your school. So I have a little cheat sheet over here, if you don't mind me looking at it. Let me see. Oh, I just wanted to tell you about some of the readings and the videos, because I updated some of them this past summer for the course. And Fullen is in there. There's a video, but it's a fairly new Fullen video. I was very excited to find that. You have Mackerel information in there. I found another video, and it's an administrator who got an award, and it's a really good video. So you'll find readings and videos in the course, school improvement and such. I talked about the rubrics. I think that's it for now. Contact me. How do you contact me? Well, first of all, I'm Carol. Okay. And whenever you need me, please email me at cmarcotte@une.edu. So it's cmarcotte with an E at une.edu. I will provide you with my phone number, and if you need to call me or text me, you can do that as well, because it's really important for me to get back to my students in a very timely fashion. I think you'll find that out. If I happen to be away, I do travel sometimes, I let you know. And I usually get go-go air on a flight, so I can work on your assignments in discussion board and such. So I hope you have a grand time in this class. I know you will. It's a great group of people, it looks like, a diverse group. So let's have a wonderful learning experience together. And I bet you thought I forgot my phone number, huh? To give it to you. It's 207-284-3680. So thank you, and see you online. This video I'm sending to you email, and I'm also putting it as a first week video. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.